Well, hey crafty friends, it's Heidi Scott with DIY Dreaming, and on this quick video, we are going to do a t-shirt. We're going to do it my typical, most favorite way. I'm going to be using white ink because that's just what I love the best. And after the front is done, then I'll think about whether I want to do something to the sleeves or not. And I think I'm going to use a faith stencil. And I tell you why. I just think if you're a little bit on the shy side, it's easy to walk around with a t-shirt that has something pertaining to the Christian faith on the front of it, than to speak to people that you don't know. And so I just think it's a good witness. It's a good witness for you to see yourself in it, to think about it. It's a good witness for your family, for your friends, and even for strangers that you're around. So I'm going to show you a bunch of choices. I've decided which one I want to use. Before I show you the faith choices, let me just show you these two, because these are both really cute. XOXO, y'all. Love. I did a really cute pillow wrap in that last year. This is an adorable stencil. It says, "Let everything that has breath praise the Lord," Psalm 150, verse 6. "All my life you have been faithful." Gosh, I wish God would have given me a singing voice, because I'd be singing that. Pray, trust. Pray, wait, trust. I just did the cutest little swirly-do kind of t-shirt with this. It says, "I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength." I've done this one multiple times. "In Jesus' mighty name." Chosen. Faith. Simply blessed. Love like Jesus. Grow in grace. This is another beautiful one. "I sought the Lord and he heard me, and that's why I trust him." I'll just show you these real quick. "God is within her and she will not fail." "Be not conformed to this world, be transformed." And that one is from Romans 12:2. "The way, the truth, the life, Jesus." This one says, "God says you are chosen, accepted, loved, valuable, victorious, and forgiven." I've done this one. And I'm going to do this one, which this one says, "Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world." So what I'm using today is a Comfort Colors t-shirt. I get these at Hobby Lobby. I always get a size bigger, so I bought an extra large so that I don't have to worry about it shrinking, and I like them kind of roomy. This color is called Neon Velvet. This shirt was $13.99, but Hobby Lobby always has their t-shirts on 30 or 40% off, so I'm sure that's when I bought it. Okay, and I'm going to use this. This is a t-shirt placement tool that has 4 sizes: adult, youth, toddler, and infant. And I'm using the adult. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it right where the collar is, and then it tells me what is the center, and it tells me about where my design should begin. So let me see if I can put my camera down just a little bit further and cut off my head. Okay, so I'm just going to lay it right there. And then I got a ruler out. This is a big design, so I want to make sure that I have it 4.5. That I have it centered. 5. Okay, I'm going to say that's about the center. Okay, so I just lay that there. I think I've used this once or twice, but the great thing about this design, you guys, is that you can do it in all kinds of colors. It makes a beautiful tote bag. It makes a fabulous pillow, a great t-shirt, and you guys, this would be so amazing on the back of a jean jacket. You could do it either in white ink, or you could do it in silver or gold or sparkling white, or if the denim jacket is light, you could do it in black or olive, or there's a ton of different colors. And I think this would be great for that. Okay. I didn't fuzz it, you probably noticed that, because it's a little bit of overkill to fuzz it on fabric when I'm about to use it on fabric. And I know someone's going to say, well, what if your ink goes through to the bottom layer? This is just my workaround. I almost always just put a couple pieces of paper towel in between the front and back of my t-shirts, or a piece of cardboard. But you can also use one of these. These are inking mats. This is a small one. And some people love these. I just personally prefer to just use a paper towel or something. That will protect it. And these Comfort Colors shirts, I've done literally probably 20. I know that they're woven really tight and thick. Let's see, who's on with me? Tell me in the comments if you have ever done a t-shirt project. I think t-shirts are a great project to do. They're quick and easy. Other than people being afraid to use ink, which there's really no reason to be afraid of this, it's the same as stenciling on anything else. Okay, so I just put 3 big blobs on here. You need a squeegee. And I am just going to push it through the holes in my design. And the only real trick to this is to restrain yourself from going over and over and over it. Because when you do that, you can sometimes push too much ink through the holes in your stencil. And then it won't look sharp and crisp. So I'm going to get my ink on here. Look how much extra I had. I'll put that back in my pot for my next project. And then I'm going to look at it, and I'm looking for the big blobs that need to come off. And I'm also looking to see, are there any areas where it looks like I didn't get it on? Good. Okay, I need a paper towel. Let's see, where did I put them? Okay, let's peek. Oh, this is going to be the cutest t-shirt. I'm so excited. So in case you hopped on late, this stencil is from magnoliadiy.com, and the t-shirt is from Hobby Lobby. It's a Comfort Colors brand. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. I usually buy an XL, and they are almost always 40% off at Hobby Lobby. Okay, I just put my stencil in my little tub of water back here, and I will show it to you. It's going to be great. So let me see if I can get it turned around without messing it up. What do you think? So, I mean, honestly, this design, if you were making a guy's t-shirt, you could put it on the back of a guy's t-shirt. Although I don't know if a guy would like all the flowers, but I love it. And I think it would especially be nice on the back of a jean jacket. Ellen says she's done stencils on t-shirts, jean jackets, and she loves doing it. Yeah, tell me in the comments, tell everyone else in the comments if you've done t-shirts before. It's a way to make something personal and unique to you. And then when you're wearing it out and about, people are watching. And especially acquaintances, you just never know when somebody may have seen you wear several faith or Bible verse themed t-shirts, and then they have something happen. And then they ask you, and then you have an opportunity to share the gospel or to just to encourage someone with your faith. So I think that if I'm going to make a t-shirt, I'm almost always going to have it be faith themed. Do I have to seal it? Billy, thank you so much for asking that question. No, you don't seal it, but here's what you do. This stuff, this Magnolia ink, it will become permanent once it's fully dry and then heat set with a hot iron. So I'm going to leave this till later tonight or tomorrow morning. And then I'll get my iron and my ironing board out. I'll lay it down. I'll put a piece of parchment paper over the top of it. I'll set my iron to about cotton because this t-shirt is cotton. And then I will just go over and over and over and over it for about 3 minutes if I really want to. And this has a lot of ink on it. I probably will flip it inside out and I'll do the inside of it for 3 or 4 minutes. And then it's washable, it's dryable, it's not gonna fade or peel or crack or anything, and they're soft. So this ink is completely different from chalk paste. Just always want to remind people. Chalk paste is not permanent. It's like the chalk sticks that your teacher used on the chalkboard, but it's in a paste form and it has color, generally, unless it's white. If you used chalk paste on a stencil on a t-shirt, the first time you wash it, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be all over everything else that you washed it with, and your shirt will most likely be ruined. So there's no way to make that permanent. What you need is ink, which feels to me just the same as working with chalk paste. And you saw how I applied my ink on my stencil with just kind of long strokes. Then I picked up the globs and then I stopped. And that is the real secret to having a good result. And now that I'm looking at it, I see one little spot where I wish I had added a teeny bit more ink, but this is homemade, and homemade is never 100% perfect. If I had wanted perfect, I could have ordered a t-shirt from a factory or a store. So can you show the top of the ink up closer? Yes. Okay, and this is backwards. I'll get a picture of this going the right way. And also, if you will just comment ink, I will send you a direct link to the inks on my website. Yeah, and then if you want to look at all the Amazing Faith stencils, just comment stencil here in the comments, STENCIL, or stencils, STENCILS, and then be sure to check your messages, and I will message you a direct link to that. So all you have to do is just either put your mouse there and click on it, or depending on what your device is, put your finger on it and click it, and it'll take you to the whole, I mean, they have at least 200 or 300 designs. So, and there's a really long list of faith. Pamela says she's never seen this before. Oh my gosh. It's fun. And it's instant gratification. And what I like to do a lot of times is after this is dry and heat set, I'll do something to doll up the sleeves, which I probably will. I might use this design in some way. If I don't do that, I'll roll my sleeves up and hot glue them with fabric glue so that they stay rolled up, because the sleeves on this shirt look kind of boxy. Anyway, so these stencils, just hold one up, for that gal, they are like a silk screen. They're adhesive, so they're sticky. They have a little stretch to them. They're reusable many, many, many times. I have some stencils that I've used 30 or 40 times. You can wash them promptly. I'll take that one that I put in my little tub back there out into the kitchen, spray it off. If I need to, I'll use a stencil cleaner sponge, which they have that at magnoliadiy.com, and a little dish soap. And I'll just gently scrub, like if there's a little stain around the design, I'll scrub that off. Then you rinse it. Then you lay it on your counter with the sticky side up to dry. Put it back on the backing sheet, and you want to put it on the shiny side. Can you see that? Not the dull side. Stick it in your drawer. I just lay mine flat in a drawer, and you'll be able to use it for years to come. So these are not like the old-fashioned kind of stencils that were those thick mylar or hard plastic that you use a dauber. Yeah, so you would use a squeegee, and you want to use either ink for fabric or chalk paste for hard surfaces. You don't ever want to use paint on these stencils because paint dries quickly. And the design comes from all these little teeny tiny holes in the silk screen. And if you use paint, a lot of those are going to get clogged permanently with paint, and then you have no design. Your stencil will live for just a few short uses. So don't think that chalk paint is the same as chalk paste, or that you could use any kind of paint on fabric, because it's going to dry crunchy, and the paint can really affect your stencils too. So you want ink for fabric. Okay, well, I think I've just rambled long enough. But anyways, my main goal here today was just to show you how crazy easy that is. I mean, seriously easy. The hardest part is waiting for it to dry, which won't be that long. And then I'll heat set it like I just described. And then I will try it on and see if it needs something on the sleeves or what I want to do. All right. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Let me know if you have questions. Do this or this if you liked this video. If you want links to look at ink or stencils, comment ink or comment stencils here in these comments, and then check your messages, and I will send you a personal message with a direct link to those.